SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. I took the liberty of stopping by a workbench and doing all the upgrades I could, so I upgraded my armor that I'm wearing right now, for example, and I was able to use that spark plug I got last time to upgrade the spike thrower, so that's in pretty good shape, and I also made a potion pouch and a tripwire pouch, because that's all I could make, because it turns out you need 5 million animal bits in order to actually upgrade your pouches, but and here I thought I was being all bloodthirsty towards the local wildlife. Apparently not nearly bloodthirsty enough. But there's one thing that I wanted to make sure I did on camera, and that is I have 4 more skill points to distribute. So, let's see here. First off, I've heard that I should probably not ignore trapping. Apparently it's more useful in this game than it was in the previous one. So I'm going to go ahead and at least get Quick Trapper, because right now it takes way too long to put him down. And this seems like a good place to start in terms of having that not be a problem. Skilled Salvager. What? More quality resources when deconstructing traps and tripwires. Ah, okay, sure. Nimble crafter. Make traps, tools, and potions faster. I see. That's also kind of useful, but not right now. I'm afraid I'm still not that excited about trapping things. It's just, I don't know. I'm also going to take the intro level mounted defense here, just so I get access to other stuff and see what there is. Machine damage when you're riding over things. Gotcha. Lasting override. Ah, sure. Once I learn how to override some things besides these mounts, then that will be useful. But for the moment, that's not going to be a thing I need right now. So, instead, I think we're going to go ahead and grab Energize Duration. Just to get myself access to the critical boost Valor Surge, since, I do tend to like to hit guys in melee, so it's good to have that available should it come to that. Melee damage. Wow, yeah, do that, please. Plus 30% damage, don't mind if I do. Alright. Of course, I also have to actually remember to use my weapon skills and Valor Surges, which so far isn't happening. But in any case, let's go to Barren Light, because we beat around that particular bush for 5 hours. Hello, I am here.
All right.
Welcome to me.
In charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash.
No, I already took care of that.
Taking a look around too.
So this is where you're supposed to find your first stash? Well, it didn't happen that way.
The savior of Meridian.
It is, yes.
Can we have a word?
Why do you... Okay. Yeah, sure. Karuf, you have an unusual accent for around here. What's up?
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
How did you know?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal.
I mean, yeah.
And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
And you're asking if I want to hire you?
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land.
Okay.
Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry.
Okay.
When its doors aren't closed for an embassy.
Sure.
I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon.
It's possible, I suppose.
I've got a business to run, after all.
Listen, it's not my job.
As much as you do.
Yeah, that.
Believe me, I'm working on it.
I am. It's true. So what do you want from me exactly?
And keep us in mind.
Just open the doors?
If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light.
Sure.
We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
How do you get those machine parts?
Maybe later then.
Do you actually hunt?
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty bad job of concealing your frustration, ain't you? Well, that's okay. Why am I still staring at you? I thought we're done talking. We are! Okay, cool.
The only one who wants to get those gates open.
Apparently that's true. Well, great. What's this question mark? Oh, right. Question marks are things that I don't know what they are. That makes sense. A machine strike game! Oh, no. Reyna? Who? What? Where? Reyna? Who's Reyna? Hang on. Quick save. Reyna. That sounds familiar. Oh, hey, it's you! Over the person who wants those, the lenses. Yes, hello.
Is that what I think it is?
If I
Yeah,
did
you've got all
that,
the
you mean
lenses.
those, then yes.
My pops would be sad they're tearing down those towers.
Yeah, I was a little late for that now.
But he'd be happy these lenses were spared.
Isn't that nice?
Many thanks to you, Aloy. Oh, here. What I owe you.
You mean 30
now, this has truly been
metal
a
thingies?
profitable endeavor for the both of us.
That's a word for it.
So what are you gonna do next?
I'm taking these back to the clan.
Shards, that's it.
Ankle's all better, and I miss the stench of soot in the air.
Well, that did recover
Let's
quickly,
hope you
didn't it?
don't find any more opportunities on your way there.
You really are in no position to be
No
judging.
promises. Good luck, Aloy.
Thanks. Bye. Indeed, 30 metal shards. Oh, and I also got some green shine. And bronze ingots? Okay, cool. Well, thanks for that. And a skill point, huh? Well, I'm going to save those up for a little bit, just so we don't spend all our time putting skill points into my tree, because I seem to get them a lot. I seem to get a lot of them, which is just as well, because those trees are immense.
No one wants to play some strike? Anyone?
I absolutely do, but give me a second to explore the city, right? Right? We got to start with that. We got to start with exploring the city, and then allow myself to play board games all day.
Where's Erend? Looks like he's had a few.
Oh, over there. There it is. He's in the middle of having a few right now. What? Oh, the guy in the cell there. How do I get up there? Did I just jump? Thank you for that. Appreciate the commentary. Do I just run up here? Avoid errand and go up here? Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what's the deal? What is this? Hello. Prisoner? Yes, hello.
Savior. You're my last hope.
The guard's right there.
Oliver. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
Ebril.
It's just Aloy.
Yeah, that.
What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... They're here in the Daunt.
That seems like
Really,
an issue.
Connor? Aloy's the one that defeated them.
I didn't kill all of them. I just killed most of them.
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite.
Sure.
I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one.
It's interesting that your shirt is torn
tried to
specifically to show your nipple.
But they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me.
Who's Laravik?
I... fought back.
Mm-hmm.
It was him or me.
I'm not going to criticize you for that.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Laravik to the Eclipse.
Okay.
And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
Sure. Who are these
Makes you
people?
so sure Laravik was working with the Eclipse.
Yeah.
I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
You realize that is a
Not the most
thing that
outlandish
happens
claim
in
I've heard, but
nature.
it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
It is, isn't
If I
it?
have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true. Start from the beginning, how about?
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate.
Okay.
By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Okay.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
Sure.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here,
Mhm.
meaning someone left it open on purpose.
Presumably, yes.
And Laravik, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet.
Hmm.
And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy.
Okay.
So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed.
That seems legit.
I found him arguing with a stranger.
Right.
And when Laravik mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me.
I see.
The stranger took off, and Laravik lunged at me with his knife.
Right.
Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
I see. Okay. So you're either very observant or exceedingly paranoid. Nobody believes you, though, huh?
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods, searched Laravik's bunk, searched it again, didn't find anything.
Okay.
Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Laravik in cold blood.
Kind of seems like you believe
But
that.
Nozar only listens to facts.
Right.
And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
So you just need proof
No.
that they're connected to the
More
eclipse.
And
are out
considering
there.
there's no evidence backing up this eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man.
Yeah, true.
Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions.
I like distractions.
But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
Oh, I'll get right on that. Did you hear anything else?
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
Just the word eclipse twice?
But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
Okay.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
Right, but I have the
I
thing
can see
on the
things
temple.
Others can't.
Yes.
If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Yeah.
Aloy,
Thanks.
sun bless your search.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
get your hopes up, soldier.
It doesn't seem like he has, which is just as well, honestly. But yes, I am pretty good at finding things, typically, provided I don't get distracted all the time, which I do. What's this? Oh, it's my stash. It's way out here in the open. That's convenient. Open that stash. Restock? Great. Doing fine, then. Let's see. Let's have a quick look at this overhead view, shall we? Okay, so that's where I need to go for the clearing. There's a thing over here. There's the machine strike. There's definitely the machine strike. Okay, we're going to go there, right here first. We're going to go here first. Wait, was there another quest around here somewhere? That was it, right? That was it. Okay, so then we're going to head up to the cliffs over there. How exactly do I go about getting up there? This way, I assume? Ah, yes, stairs. Perfect. Kind of got stuck on a tent there for a second, but you know what? Minor setback. We're going. We're going. We're hustling. Let's see what we got up here. It's a pants head. Hello, pants head. What? Oh, you're a herbalist. Okay. Herbalist, whichever. You have nothing of interest, eh? Nothing at all of interest. Well, cool. Nice chatting, then. All right. In that case... In that case, it seems to me it's time to play Machine Strike. Let me just get down this cliff here real quick. Roll down the rocks. Perfectly safe. Doing fine. Hello.
No one's up for a game of Strike?
I'm the only person around. I know who you're talking to, and yes, I absolutely am. Play!
I got all my machine pieces accounted for.
Great. Beginner Strike player, huh? I guess it's good to start somewhere. First board. Okay, okay. So we got... I think those are mountains, and... Are those chasms, the red ones? No, that was hills, wasn't it? But we have more elevations than I'm used to dealing with, that's for certain. Here, hang on a second, hang on. Board, here we go. Okay. Those are chasms, maybe. It's so hard to tell, because these colors here are different than the ones that show in the thumbnail. Listen, I should probably just get in there, huh? Opponent set. Okay, I don't have enough strategy to know anything about that. But I get a charger strike piece if I win, huh? Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I think I have to win all three of them, probably. All right. So we got mountains, we got hills. We got grasslands, we got forests. Okay. I have to create a new set, don't I? Okay. I do have a single scrounger. Those ones are mobile, so let's grab one burrower, one scrounger. We're going to throw two scrappers in. Dash type. Those are the ones, they just run by. I can't remember how dash type works. Hang on. Machine types. Dash. Always moves to the end of its attack range and damages every machine in its path, including your own, and rotates them 180 degrees. Perfect. That's what I needed to know. All right, how many pieces am I allowed? Oh, right, I have a certain number of VP costs that I can make up, and that's it. Okay, bristlebacks are 2. That makes sense. Lance horns are attack well from hills. Fang horns from mountains. I'm thinking what we do, right? We bring lance horns rather than fang horns, because the fang horns are really hard to use when you don't have very much in the way of mountains. Wait, no, that's okay. Maybe we should do the grassland one instead? I don't even know. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're bringing in a charger. Oh, right. I'm bringing in too many things. Okay, let's get rid of one of the gunners. Remove a gunner. Okay, and then we're going to bring a lance horn and a bristleback. I might be over diversifying here, but we're going to give it a shot, okay? All right, start challenge. Yes.
Good luck.
Thanks. Okay. So what are we going to start with? Oh, you're letting me start. Well, isn't that nice of you? You own the board, and therefore you choose who goes first. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay, so what are we going to do to start out here? We've got... Oh, hang on. Okay, hills, mountains. Got it. Okay, yes, got it. So what I brought was the lance horn, which is the kind that I've already used before, because it's in the hills, not the mountains. I'm stupid. Okay, you know what? That's all right. All right, we're going to put a lance horn right here. Yes, that's what we're doing. Okay, and he's put out... What, is that also a lance horn? I can't tell. I can't tell from here, but I think it is. So, let's see. We're going to do a charger. Those attack better from grasslands, and those overrun things, right? So we want that to be fairly central. And there's a lot of grasslands in the center as well, so yeah, that'll be good. What was that? I can't even tell what that is. I should have looked at the thing on the side where it told me what it was, huh? But it didn't. Okay. Bristlebacks. Damage everything around them. We'll also want that to be central. They're fairly fast, too. Okay. Seems good. Here we go. Grazer. All right. I don't really know what grazers do, necessarily. Or were those the ones that attack from grassland for more damage? They might be. They might be, indeed. We're going to put a scrounger in the mountains for some reason. That was a charger. Good, good, good. That's the charger, in fact, that I want to get from you, isn't it? We're going to put a scrapper here. And then a burrower over here. How about? I always put my dudes way up front, and I'm not sure that's a great way to go about it. Oh, shoot. The bristleback just hurt my lance horn. All pieces within attack range lose 1 health. I did not have any idea that would happen. I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb, it turns out. But you know what? We're learning. We are learning as best we can. So, where's my lance horn? There you is. We're going to move you. Okay, you can't attack anyone from here. That's all right. That's all right. The fast ones. The fast ones. The scroungers are the fast ones, right? Right. Can't get actually over there. That's okay. How about a gunner? Can the gunner attack anybody? Possibly. What if we have the gunner stand up in the mountains? Might take an attack from... What is that over there? Grazer. Those are gallopers. Okay, right, right, right. That's a ram type, though. It could easily come over here and knock the scrapper off the mountain is the thing. Okay, so let's just start by going here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we're going to take the bristleback and get him the heck away from my other pieces. We're going to go right over here, and we're going to stand there and we're going to be fine about it. Okay, enter.
My turn.
Yes. Okay, so what are you doing? Long leg. Whoa, long leg. I've never seen a long leg before.
It's all you.
Okay, so what is a long leg? Let me have a look at it. Okay. Empower. At the start of each turn, all friendly machines within attack range gain +1 attack power. Effects can stack. Wow. That's rough. And if he was using it well, that would be very dangerous to me. But it has 2 attack range and not much attack power. Well, thank goodness for that. Okay, so we're going to take... Let's see. I could... Lancehorn can't access him from here. That's all right. We're going to take a Scrounger. Scoot him around behind. No, it's a sprint to get there, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, never mind. We want to get him off the, we want to get him off the hill is the thing. So do I have a ram type nearby? I don't. Except for the bristleback. Could have the bristleback head over there. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually not a terrible idea, is it? Have the bristleback head over here. Rotate this way and just do a little damage. It'll knock him away. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm doing a thing. It's working.
Well, looks like my strategy backfired.
It does, doesn't it? Great. Cool. So now that if that thing stays there, it'll take damage. It has tons of health, though. Long legs. Are those giant chickens? I feel like those are the giant chickens, aren't they? I think they are. Okay. Lancehorn attacks better from hill terrain. So why don't we have... The gunner only attacks 2 away from itself, right? He can't actually attack things that are adjacent? I feel like that was a thing. So what do I have within range? Just the gunner. Well, isn't that special? Just making sure. Yeah, it only attacks 2 away from itself. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I could move here and shoot it over there, but I feel like that's not going to do a great deal of good. Wow, that does 4 damage? Oh, because it's a weak point, isn't it? Oh, it is! Okay, we'll absolutely do that then. There we go. Phew! Great. I could overcharge and kill it. What is it? It's a Lancehorn. Attacks well from hills. This is forest. Okay. I feel like I'm safe to leave this guy... Leave this as is. Not sacrifice the health. That's gonna be fine.
Okay. I can do this.
Can you now? Long leg runs over there. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really understand how that worked. Okay, that was a ram type. Probably should have just dealt with it, huh? Oh, and you're overcharging your long leg. Your long leg died, and you seemed happy about it? Admittedly, my Scrounger's nearly dead. You did a lot of bumping things around in here. So it attacks 2 away and also does ram. That's interesting. Strange, but interesting. Okay. So let's try and get my Lancehorn set up for an attack sometime soon, yeah? Wait a second. Do either of these have 3 movement? The Charger does. The Charger can get up here and could attack something standing on the hill here. The Grazer does not. Okay. Why don't we have the Lancehorn run over here? It's a sprint, but that's all right. And then we're going to have the Scrapper here. No, that's not great either. I can't actually attack the thing. There's the thing. Okay, well, you know what? We are going to overcharge him. We're going to overcharge him and have him kill off that thing. That's what we're doing. We're going to rotate. No, rotate. That way. And then we're going to overcharge to attack. Yes. Just like that.
One down.
Yes. One down for you. Are you misunderstanding the circumstances here? I'm not really sure. End turn.
Gotta think this through.
Ideally, that would be a good thing to do, yes. Okay, so you charged up forward with your grazer and your charger. Well, doesn't that make plenty of sense? All right, so I've got a charger as well. I can't do this, can I? I'm not sure. I know I have to have an empty space to stop in, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I would have to sprint in order to get there, wouldn't I? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I can move here, can't I? Attacking from grassland. He is attacking from grassland, but it doesn't seem to do any... Huh? What am I misunderstanding here? What am I misunderstanding? That's a dash type, right? Moves to the end of its attack range and damages every machine in its path, including your own. Is it... Okay. So why can I not move through this person? I'm not certain. I'm genuinely unsure of how this is supposed to be working. Huh. I can just go there and attack that person, but that's not particularly helpful. What do I have in the mountains here? The bristleback? Okay. What if we have the bristleback go over here? Yeah, we'll have the bristleback go here. In the interest of doing damage to both of these guys. Rotate this way and attack. Pew.
And there it goes.
There it does go. Oh, right, that actually killed it, so I didn't need to do damage to it. Well, that's fine. Well, I'll still do damage to this one here. From its weak point, but that's not actually helpful. Charger can go here, do 1 damage. That's not great. What if we have our Scrapper shoot him? Scrapper's kind of hurting these days, but I think it'll be okay. Otherwise, what do I have here? The Lancehorn. Battered from hills. How much damage would the Lancer do from... Wow, wait a second. It has an attack range of 2, doesn't it? Okay, hang on. Can I not rotate this thing? I can't. I can't rotate it. But I want to! Does 1 from there. It would do... 1 from the front. I see. Okay. Listen, I'm very confused. And we're just going to go with something surefire, yeah? We're going to go with something surefire. We're going to rotate you that way, just like that. Perfect. Okay. Enter.
Oh, that's my cue.
That is indeed. Okay. Charger. Oh, wow. Destroys the bristleback.
I'm done.
Okay. Good for you. So we don't need to do much damage to this. I need to figure out my charger, though. I really do need to figure it out. Preview. That's not helpful. I have to be able to move in a straight line. It says it can move 3. I don't understand. Genuinely. It's fine. We're gonna make do. We're gonna have this burrower come up over here. No, that's not good. We're gonna use the scrounger. And he's gonna just... Right. Don't want to attack from the front because then they do damage to each other, and it would probably die, yeah? Probably. So we're going to move here. We're going to rotate this way. Finish off that.
Well played, friend.
Thank you.
Enjoy your victory.
Oh, right, I won. I thought I had to kill everything, but I didn't. I'm not actually good at this game. Great, I continue. Okay, so I did that. But I have to do all of them or else I don't get the thing. Okay. You've got creature types that I've never seen before. You got a flying type. Interesting. Okay, but the board's the same, so... Second board. Okay. Let's just try with the same set and see if I can do it a little better this time, right? Convert.
Let us do battle.
Let us do battle, you nerd. Okay. That was a Sky Drifter? I don't even know what that is, and I certainly didn't have time to read it. Okay. Let's get the I'm going to put the bristleback out last because I feel like otherwise I'm going to put something next to it and it's going to take damage and I'm going to feel like an idiot again. So we're going to go here. Plowhorn. Sure. Okay, I've heard of those. Those were in the previous game, I want to say, but I don't know what they do by any means. Okay, we're going to throw a Scrounger in the mountains. That's a bristleback. Okay. I also have one of those. I'm going to take a Charger here. We're going to put the Charger someplace central. Okay, and we're gonna go... I want my bristleback to be well away from everybody else, so that means on the outside edges, one of these places here. We're gonna go here. And my burrower is gonna go... Oh, I don't know. How about here? Okay, and I get to go first? I get to go first. No, I had a scrapper left. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, so scrapper's gonna go in the mountain, in the hills, and that's gonna be just
Time for
fine.
me to step up.
Yeah, go for it. Skydrifter is fast. Wow.
Off the board
Okay.
you go, buddy.
Yeah, apparently. My goodness. My goodness. So there goes my gunner. So what's your deal? Swoop type. Okay. Okay, I don't know what swoop type is. What's swoop type? Always attacks the first machine within its attack range and moves next to it. Gains +1 combat power on all terrains and can ignore all terrain penalties. Huh. Okay. And its attack range is very large? It is. It only has a 2 movement, but it has a 3 attack range. That's why it basically hopped up here and then hopped forward again. I see. I would do well to destroy this thing, it would seem. How can I destroy it? Probably I can't destroy it, is what it comes down to here, huh? Probably that's not actually happening. Okay. But I need to start trying, because that thing is nasty. It has all sorts of armor. Look at it. Bad times, that's what that is. Okay, I'm going to put this Lancehorn. They're better from hills. It's a ram type. So what if I were to attack the Skydrifter with a ram and then overcharge to do it again? That seems good, doesn't it? I think so. Yeah, okay. This might not work out for me. Oh, right, I can rotate while I'm moving. It's not in the center, so I didn't see it because I'm dumb. All right, I'm going to take a damage. That's okay. It knocks him back. Overcharge. I take damage. It dies. I'm okay with it.
Let's get that piece out of there.
Let's do exactly that. Yes, thank you. Okay, this bristleback's going to come in here and do all sorts of damage through its AoE if I let it, so maybe I should not let it? Something like that. No, that's no good. That'll hurt the Scrounger. Okay. Let's at least do a little damage to it and break up where my pieces are here. Charger. Okay. Yes. I'm okay with this. This seems good. Bonk. I see. It passes through it and rotates it around, exposing its back, which I could take advantage of if I had, you know, understood how it works, but I didn't. It moves to a place and then it attacks by charging its full distance through the creatures in question and then rotates them. Got it. This charger is, incidentally, totally dead, almost certainly. What does that thing do? Growth. Attacking a machine on grassland terrain will turn that terrain into forest. Bizarre. Okay. Cool. And turn.
Gotta think this through.
Okay. That charger comes and destroys my charger. Straight up. Bristleback is now going to do damage to that one. And then another damage to it. Oh, overcharge to kill it.
Machine down.
Oh, but he died. Okay. Okay, but you are winning. This guy is winning. But I can still make this work. Okay. I'm going to take my bristleback. No. Let's have this Scrounger attack him from the mountains. That seems better, doesn't it? Let's see. If you go here... Oh, you'll just straight up kill it. Yeah. Well, let's do that for sure. Bonk.
Off the board you go, buddy.
Indeed. Okay. Which means I'm winning, but I haven't won yet. My only 2 Valor Point, or Victory Point, creatures is the Bristleback, and what's this one over here? It's the Lancer. Either one of them, if they die, that's the game, and I lose. Okay. So, I need to move another piece. But if I move anything too aggressively, I'm taking a big risk. So let's see. Let's go ahead and throw this Lancehorn in the mountains here. I think that'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Enter.
Oh, that's my cue.
That is. Okay, Burrower goes there. Grazer runs up there. If I can kill this burrower, I win. Let's try to kill the burrower. Let's just try to kill the burrower. I'll take a damage if I do that. Okay, well, how about if the scrounger does it? How does that suit you? Like that. It's a melee type. Okay, okay. But I can afford to take a damage from in that fashion. Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay. Knocks him back out of the mountains because why exactly? Oh, because they clashed. And that knocks the... Right, I remember now. I remember. That's a thing. I understand. Okay. Well, it seems that despite my best efforts, I have in fact messed up. So... Oh. I can kill it. It's from the front. Okay, we'll kill it.
And that's it.
That is.
You win.
Hooray, but that was close. That was close because I don't know what I'm doing. Great. Great. Okay. Only 5 pieces. Those must be very powerful pieces, huh? Interesting. Okay. Right. We're going to go one more time with set 2 because... No. Cancel. Don't save. We're going to go with set 2. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Right.
Time to get started.
It is indeed. You're going first. You got a long leg. Okay. So those empower the creatures around them. Good to know. I'm going to throw my bristleback. No. Lancehorn here. Wide maw. Oh boy. That looks like it's probably a crocodilian of some sort. I'm going to put a scrapper. I wish I knew what your stats were, but the movement is what's really important here, and I don't know what it is. If he's got another flyer, I have to be real careful about it. And I guess you can tell from the stands of each piece what type they are, but I don't remember what they are, so that doesn't help me. Okay, that was a scrapper, just like mine. I'm going to put my burrower out. Let's see. Let's put a burrower here. Okay. I've got Chargers, Scrounger, and Bristleback left. Okay. Let's get a Scrounger. I wasn't paying attention to what piece he played. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I need to leave. I need to put the Bristleback here, because otherwise it's going to hurt somebody. Okay. We're going to put a Charger over here, and a Scrounger over here, and we're going to hope for the best.
I can do this.
Can you? I hope not. Oh, you just damaged your own piece. Good job. Long leg fast. Long leg very fast. Ouch. Okay.
Your turn.
Okay, and I need to look at your pieces because I have no idea what we're dealing with here. And it's a problem. Okay. Okay. I know. Okay, the long leg is in fact a gunner, straight up. Okay. Well, what's the deal with the wide maw? Pull type. I've never seen a pull type. Machine type, pull type. Oh, it attacks the first machine in its attack range and pulls the enemy 1 terrain closer to it. Gains 1 combat power, 1 marsh terrain, and can traverse through it without hindering its movement. And marsh is the one that's one below grasslands. We haven't seen that yet. So it's at a disadvantage just standing here. But it's definitely crocodilian. Look at its terrifying face. Has a range of 2, and anything that comes into it, it's going to yank it over next to it. Got it. Bristleback, I know what that is. Fanghorn, I know what that is. Scrounger, I know what that is. Okay. So if possible, I'd like to kill this long leg, but if I try and attack it with my bristleback here, it's going to ram it into my other dudes, and that's a problem. So let's not do that. Let's take my gunner here. And let's... Oh, what are we going to do? Much as I'd love to attack this guy from the back. That would do 2 damage to him, 1 to me, and 1 to the guy on the other side. Because of how much armor he's got, that's why I take a damage, right? Right. Okay. What if I were to ram him this way? 2 damage, and that's it. But it will move my bristleback next to the scrapper. And that will leave this wide maw over here completely able to do whatever it wants to all my dudes over here. That said, a single pull attack is probably not going to be the end of the world. Let's try and get rid of this long leg because it's annoying. Alright, so we're going to do this.
Here I thought I had it all worked out.
Okay.
And then you go on and do that.
And then we're going to take this gunner here, and we're going to rotate it here and kill this thing. Just like that. Phew.
1 down.
Right. Okay. End turn. Hope for the best. Okay. The wide maw grabs my dude, pulls him over, but he dies. Wow. The damage on that thing is no friggin' joke. Okay, we got a dash type, we got a ram type. Lance horns like hills. There's a hill right here, but if I attack head on, I only do 1 damage, but it moves him off the mountain. Because I do so much damage, it overcomes his armor, I see. But it's not ideal by any means. If... Oh, here we go, here we go. Here's what we do. We attack from here. We're going to take a little damage, but we're going to turn him 180 degrees. Just like that. And then we're going to take my lance horn. It's not going to quite kill him, is it? We're going to ram.
Ha! Look at you moving my pieces. I see how.
That is indeed how it is. You're correct. I'm going to go ahead and overcharge and get rid of this thing because it's too dangerous to allow to survive.
Machine
And it was worth 3 victory points, which is also very nice. Okay, great. What did you move over here? What is that? Scrounger melee type. I'm not too fussed about that. You just have a fanghorn, a bristleback, and the... Okay, all right.
Time for me to step up.
Yeah, come on in. Do your thing. Okay, bristleback going over there, smacking that guy around, moving out of the way. Okay, Scrounger does some decent damage and is overcharging to do it again.
Let's get that piece out of there.
Right, so now we're tied up. I have a Scrounger and I have a Scrapper. And I have my Lancehorn here. I could just kill that guy right now and win the game, right? Right. Let's just do that.
That was
Perfect.
the last of my boards.
Hooray!
You beat me on all of them.
I did!
And this is your just reward.
Hooray for me! I'm starting to learn, but I'm still kind of terrible. But I'll take it. I'll take it.
I
Good
look
day.
forward to our next game.
There will not be another one since you are a beginner and you have 3 boards and I've beat
got
them.
boards ready to go.
Shush. A shush. That's what I say to you. A shush. All right. So, I have some investigation to do. Shadow from the past. Very good. Let's go find out about this whole eclipse situation, shall we? We shall indeed. So say I, and I am in control. Ha ha ha. This is the door I came in through? Yes? Yes. Perfect. Because there's my mount over there. All right, mount. Come on down. Meet me halfway if you would. Thank you.
Okay.
You did a bad job of meeting me halfway, but I still thank you because I am gracious. Let's go this way. It should just be over this way that I need to go, right? I think so. Just past the river, go to the clearing. Yep, we're here. Okay. Let's hop off. Perfect. All right. So this is the clearing? Let's have a quick look around, shall we?
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse.
It must. That's why I'm doing the scanny thing.
It's a good
Oh.
place to start as any.
Well, yeah, that sure is. Pretty obvious. The guards missed this? What are you paying those guards for? Human blood, fresh. Splatter consistent with stab wound. Oh, right, of course, they killed each... There was a death that happened here. That's not surprising. Sure. All right. Can't track it like a... Oh, I see. I can examine it.
Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard.
I would imagine you're right. It's a lot of
Only
blood.
my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here.
Right. That would be pretty important. Oh, that automatically turned off on my focus. Well, fine. I guess... Never mind, it didn't. There we go. Human footprints. Heavy soil indentation. Unable to quantify. Okay. Whatever you say. Oh, examine them. Okay, sure. You got it. So I shall.
I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful.
I see. It's not the tracks I'm looking for. Hello, boar. What are you doing here? That's the wrong weapon. You're just wandering up to me as if you don't even care. Well, sorry about this. That was right in the eye. So brutal. Well, great. I got a boar bone. But I'm afraid it turns out I need all the animal bits in the world in order to actually upgrade my equipment, so, I gotta do it. Branches. Wooden branches snapped. Sure, examine them.
Broken branches. Was someone up here?
Or a wild boar, or a machine, or anyone really can break branches. It's not that hard. Branches are pretty easy to break, it turns out. What's this? Human tracks.
Faint tracks. Leading away from barren light.
Well, it sounds like a start, doesn't it?
I should be able to follow them with my focus.
Well, then why don't we do that thing? Is this actually a cave? No, it's just a big rock. Well, that's fine.
Let's see where this leads.
Let us do exactly that.
Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of didn't think he was, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this. But in any case, well, I don't know. I guess Aloy might help him if she thought he was lying. Aloy's fairly even-handed about these things. Sounds like something is scanning the area, doesn't it? Oh, something is scanning the area. Well, great.
What's the trail? There's too many machines walking around.
That is true.
Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them.
Wouldn't that be nice, if possible? Alright, so let's just, make our way through the underbrush. Wow, there's a dead machine here. Interesting. No data available. Well, that's fine. Alright, let's try out the spike thrower again. I fully upgraded it now, so it should be a bit better. Let's just try throwing it at this thing's... Wow, there's somebody right there. I messed up. I messed up. I forgot that you can't throw spikes when you're hiding. That's a very important thing to not forget, it turns out. Well, that's okay. I'm just gonna tag you. I'm gonna tag... Oh, I did tag him. The arrow was yellow, and so I couldn't see it. That's a problem with my eyes, not a problem with the game. Alright, so... Let's just shoot this man in the eye, huh? Right in the eye? Right there? Perfect. Oh, he died even. Well, that's very convenient. It's nice having fully upgraded weapons so that I actually do a reasonable amount of damage. Really, it is. Go ahead and grab your stuff. Maybe I should try and take their throat pouches just for the sake of future finances. I don't know. I probably need to throw a rock or something if I want them to face this way, though. Rock, rock, rock. Right there, please. Perfect. Alright, so now, once he turns this way, well, that one's scanning. I'll just shoot your throat right off. Just like that. And then right in the eye, please. Right in the eye, please. Perfect. Okay, and that one is on to me. That's not great. Do your rear up and scan thing, would you? It'd be real convenient if you would. Perfect, thank you. Throat off. In the eye. That was not the eye. Try harder. Well, that was also not the eye, but it did seem to do something. There it is. Perfect.
Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now.
Provided the trail is even there, but this is a video game, so it probably is, right? Right. Search, search, search. Okay. Grab that sound shell while it's there and free. Wasn't there a rock here? I thought there was a rock here. The one that I threw. Well, whatever. I've got plenty. It's not like I need every rock I find. I would have a hearty selection of rocks if I was picking up every rock I found. And admittedly, I did have 22 going into this, so I have been picking up a lot of rocks. Kind of, maybe too many rocks. Okay, so where is this trail that I'm supposed to be? Hey, look, a rock. Great. Just what I needed. Oh, there we go. That right there, huh? Ancient Valuables box. That is not what that is not it.
Blood. A lot of it.
Oh, where? What? Oh, well, there's some here. Sure. Examine the blood. Oh, there's more here too, isn't there? Oh, the blood that's on this machine. That's a machine. That's not blood. I mean, there is blood under the machine, but okay. We'll start here.
Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him.
I presume that's true. But someone killed it.
Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus.
Ah, I see. We can follow the blood trail instead of what we were following. That makes lots of sense. Okay, let me just grab this. Where's the cache? The car. You want me to pry open the car?
Looks like they're headed for that bridge.
There we go. Great. Ancient black bracelet. Very useful. Very lucrative, I suppose. People love their watches, even if they don't work no more, and nobody has any idea what they're actually used for. It's fine. This way.
Someone set up a lookout down here.
Did they? I don't see what you're seeing, Aloy. What lookout are we talking about? I'm really not sure. Okay. So this is just a little side track off the trail? Is that the idea? No, it's absolutely not. Okay. This way? Oh! No, this is a lookout. Now I get it. Examine bandages. Sure.
Bandages.
You don't need to squat down that far.
To treat their wounds.
They're right next to your temple.
I should be able to follow their tracks.
Okay. Why did they leave the bandages here if they were trying to treat their wounds, I wonder?
Could look around with my focus.
You could. If you wanted to. What's that thing there? That thing there. We're just not going to comment on the big, fancy-looking pipe? Apparently we're not. Well, fine. Just keep taking all this person's stuff, and then... What are we doing? What are we doing?
Where did you go off to?
Where indeed? And thank you for leaving tracks after you left, where you did not leave them coming to the camp. You did when you left, and that's very convenient as far as I'm concerned. Although maybe it's just that the tracks are easier to follow than the blood... Or harder to follow than the blood trail was, and that's why this is happening this way? It could be. Sorry. I'm real sorry about your job, but I appreciate your hide. Okay. Hello. Okay. So the next part of the track appears when I reach the current part of the track that I'm on. I see how it is. I haven't really been keeping my eyes forward when I've been following the tracks. I've just been keeping them on the ground, typically, you know?
The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave.
Which one? What
With
cave?
that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
Possible. What cave? I don't see a... Well, let's just go have a closer look. I'm sure Ailey knows what she's talking about. I don't need to second guess absolutely everything she says. How do we... Oh, okay. Perfect. Let's just climb up here. And see what we got. Oh, that cave! Got it. Wow, she does have good eyes. Focus or no, she's got good eyes. All right. Let's see if we got anybody in here, huh? Like the Eclipse, for example. That would be
Strong
convenient.
color out of this.
I would imagine you can. Ah, cars. In the cave. Like you do.
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
I imagine you're right. Are any of these lootable? What is that? Ancient compartment. Can be dislodged by prying or projectile impact. Okay, sure, let's pry it. See what we got. Open that hood. Engine crate. Why did they put a watch in the engine? Engine crate. Okay. I don't understand, but okay. What we got over here? Cargo crate. 2 sets of keys in the trunk. The ancients were weird, I tell you what. They were strange people, and that's probably why they all died. Because they kept putting their keys in their trunks. That's how it works. Metal bones. Great. I like all that stuff. I'll take it all. Okay. Who dragged all this stuff into this? Okay, there's someone back there shouting. I heard that. Am I supposed to be able to understand what they're saying? I can't. Well, I'll get a little closer to find out what they're saying once I pry open all these cars and loot all their cargo crates. Uh-oh. Eclipse cultist said I say we just killed a lot. I suspect that means the Eclipse is in fact here, huh? Pretty much a dead giveaway when your subtitles say Eclipse cultist. Okay, well, anything else for me to loot back here? That. I wish for that. There we go. Machine, muscle, good stuff. Maybe the idea was all these crates, right? Is the crates themselves are ancient, but the modern people have been using it. And that's why it has machine muscle and such in them. Uh-huh.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates. And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra.
Raya? Rayad.
We'll track Vezra if we have to.
Uh-huh.
But first we have to get past Barren Light.
I don't know who all these people are you're talking about.
We go in fast and loud.
Ah. So they're planning on invading, like, immediately.
I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Great, so we're finally going to start killing humans.
Meridian for now, but it will be ours again someday.
Will it now? Fascinating. Alright, well, let's try and do this silently if possible, yes? So let's just shoot this man in the head. The back of the head. Perfect. Alright, got that one. Nice of him to come around the corner and stand with his back to me, specifically so I could get used to the idea that I was going to be shooting humans in the back of the head. Also useful that Aloy, you know, got used to killing humans last game, because we're going to be killing a lot of humans, I have to imagine, if the Eclipse is still around. Tag that cultist, and this one over here. No, the one in the back, please. That one there. You really don't want to, huh? But I really want you to. There we go, perfect. And then that one, and then that one. This one. It's very far away, I know. Just do it, focus. Eclipse Lieutenant, so that's the local boss. Got it. This person here is also standing with their back to me. Man, you're just so generous, you Eclipse. Really, you don't have to be this generous with me. I'll still kill you, even if you don't make it super simple for me to do so. That's the wrong button. This is the one I wanted. Yep, they're all very focused on watching the back of the cave. You know, the place where you can only get to if you come through the front of the cave. And they're muttering to themselves about their plans, their dastardly plans for taking over all the other people's territory, which makes it also very easy for me to shoot them in the back of the head. Both physically and morally, they're making this whole job very easy for me. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Did you see that too?
Did you? I wish you hadn't. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Go get them.
Uh-oh. Nope, nope, I missed. Nope, I missed. Nope. Did miss the second time. Okay, okay.
Raise the alarm!
I wish you wouldn't. Oh.
Go!
No, 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 don't raise the alarm. Don't raise the alarm. Don't raise the alarm. Don't do it. Ah! Oh, hi. Wasn't expecting you to actually see me there. I will not. Thank you. But I appreciate the offer. I will surrender. I guess that does take care of that.
I'm sure there's more of them outside.
Right, probably.
Better be careful.
Yeah, probably. Okay. So... Oh, that is outside over there. Man, you are observant, Aloy. You know that? And the ones outside are alerted, so maybe let's be careful here. Let's let things calm down a little bit. Did you summon more backup? No? You didn't. Okay. Well, that's convenient. The music is all excited about what's happening here, but nobody's actually attacking me. I guess the lieutenant is alerted. That's why. The local boss is alerted. That would make sense. But it apparently has no idea where I am, despite the trail of corpses that I left, leading back to my position. They're just not very good at this whole cultist thing. Yeah, apparently. Apparently you were in fact too slow. It's a real shame, that. And shot in the face. Perfect. Perfect. Apparently there's still somebody out there, though, because the music carries on. Yep, that'll be the lieutenant over there, huh? Probably. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Probably. I think the outline... No. I was thinking the outline was darker red, more powerful the enemy was, but I think it's just they're far away. That's fine. It's normal. You never saw me. How can you possibly be shouting at me to never come back? Your entire squad is dead. You're the worst lieutenant I've ever seen. Hey, look, data. Nice. Darkened sun. Okay, let's see. We are the Eclipse, elite of the Shadow Karja. We did as Hades the Buried Shadow commanded. We followed the prophecy that the High Priest Bahavas foretold. We wore the relics of the Old Ones, allowing us to share whispers across the Sundom. We raised an army of ancient machines to lay siege to the traitors who had stolen our holy city of Meridian. All for naught. The accursed Nora Huntress slew our leaders and brought the Buried Shadow low. I thought you were already... You're the Buried Shadow. I mean, no, sorry. He's the Buried Shadow. He can't get much lower than he already was. What are the faithful to do when prophecy fails them? But perhaps it is not. Bahavas spoke of a cosmic cycle cut short by the murder of the true Sun King Jiran, because we like them when they murder, is the thing. We like the Sun Kings when they're murderous, is the thing. The world cast in shadow, the wheel of time broken, an unending day under a darkened sun. What if this period of prophecy is not yet complete? What if the buried shadow was not a deliverer, but only a harbinger? If this is true, our mission hasn't ended. It has barely begun, and it could very well be that the west, land of the setting sun, is where true power lies. Well, wouldn't that be convenient for y'all if it was true? Wouldn't that just be convenient? Well, I guess it's good that you have a purpose to continue doing your thing, because otherwise I would have no reason to come in here and kill y'all now, would I? So it's convenient for both of us. Ancient compartment. Don't mind if I do. Ta. Great. Ooh, it's a valuable engine crate. I'm sorry, what are you shouting about over there? I'm too far away to hear you. But you're a mini-boss, and therefore you're not actually going to lose attention, are you? No, you're not. Well, let me just head your direction, then. Where's he at? Where's he at? Let's have a good look. Just hiding behind a rock, I would imagine. Well, great. All right, and I killed this man. I should probably take his shards. There we go. All right. You're not actually watching the cave exit, which would seem to be a very important thing to do.
I'll be ready.
Sure, I guess. Let's hope you're ready then, because I'm coming right now. Yeah, you decided the alarm was raised, and your response to the alarm being raised was to hide behind a rock and shout at people. What good are you as a lieutenant, honestly? They said something about raising the alarm. Did you not even do that? Wow. You got explosives, huh? But you're just strewing about randomly. Well, great.
And don't come back.
Can I like... More bombs? Is that what's going on here? That's what's going on here. Can I sneak up on him? You probably heard that, huh? Probably heard that. Oh, yeah. You have boss cheaty ways, and you know where I am. Throwing bombs. Okay. Got it. Well, let's just fight him then. Hello! I'm here now! Congratulations! Whoops. Hello. You also have a bladed weapon, I see. That's good to know. Now let's do one of these combos I've got. Great. That seems to work great. And one of these. And there we go. Perfect. Oh, right, I have... abilities I
Seems
should be
like there's
using,
more
huh?
eclipse beyond the Daunt.
Valor
Rayad
things
was the
and...
only link to them. He might have a focus.
That's possible, yeah.
It could tell me where they are.
Okay, I got a Glinthawk circulator. That's kind of nice. Rayad, huh? I've never heard of the guy, but it does seem like a good place to start. Nice of him to also be hiding directly next to the...
Rayad has a focus.
Oh, this is Rayad. Convenient. Nice mask. Guess I'll take it. Like I take everything else. Opportunism.
Loyal Eclipse.
Ooh.
If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow.
Okay.
Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light.
Mm-hmm.
And bask in the gloam of future conquest.
Gloam. Good word.
A new empire awaits.
Okay. Cool. Well,
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit.
with a...
Crush his new Eclipse Empire before it begins.
yeah, and...
There's coordinates here. Up past Barren Light.
Okay. Here, but just to clarify, by visit, we do mean murder, and we, by
Rayad's mask
crushes...
should be enough to prove Conover's innocence.
Maybe?
I better take it back to Barren Light.
That seems like a lot to assume, but, you know, it's a good place to start. Anyway, we're gonna crush his face, and we're gonna kill his face. His face is gonna be dead, because that's what I do. I find problems, and I kill the problems. I kill all the problems, and then there are no more problems, and everyone is happy, except for the ones who are in problems, and they're dead. And it's fine. It's fine. Oh, hey, I could have just gone up here, huh? Neat. I'm really not sure this is useful. Kind of makes you a big target, doesn't it? Kind of does. Well, in any case, I need to get out of here. So, let me just do that. Hang on. Wait. Is this place coming down? Because that would be awfully timely if it did, huh? Right after I finish killing everybody inside. I feel like that's not how it's going to work exactly. Probably. But there might be people waiting for me outside. Probably not, but there might be. I mean, I did kill everybody, so probably there won't be, but you never know. Maybe they have their means that I'm just not aware of. Whoops, hello. Turns out there's a cliff that I was probably supposed to climb down, but this works too. Alright, in any case, I gotta get back to Conover. Which, come to think on it, is not a very good name for proving your innocence, is it? Wow. That's just a straight-up school bus, with the paint still intact after 1,000 years. That's highly unlikely, huh? Something I can scan here? Something I can loot, maybe? No? Just a school bus? It's just a school bus. Well, I guess that's fine. Neat. You know, there's one thing that I need to figure out at some point here, and that is, you know, the smoke bombs that I'd forgotten I had, and then I used them all in one episode because I remembered I had them? I don't know how to get more of them, and that's probably something I'm going to need to deal with sooner or later, huh? Because those were very useful, and I miss having them. Maybe there's a vendor I can buy them from or something. I'm not absolutely certain. In any case, back to Barren Light for now. Hello! Will you let my mount in? You'll probably not. Yeah, didn't think so. Yeah, you kind of do, though, sometimes. You never know. You can't predict you won't need a machine. Huh? Who? What? Me? Oh, you. Right. Karuf. Right. That's fine. I have to go talk to Conover, though, so let's not waste any time here. And by which I mean talk to Karuf, I guess. Sorry, Karuf.
Looks like he's had a few.
Hey, you said that a minute ago, too. Great. Hello, I'm back. Prisoner, who apparently I'm not going to refer to as Conover in my UI for some reason. Hello.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy,
I'm back.
did you find anything?
I did.
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest.
It's true.
And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light.
It's also true.
You just helped save a lot of lives.
Nice job, guy.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar, he might not be convinced by your words alone.
I mean, I'm used to that sort of
If he
thing.
needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
It's true. Why don't I tell him myself, though?
I guess you are his savior.
I guess.
Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall.
Okay.
I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
Okay, cool. I guess if you got it.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
I doubt it.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous.
I mean, yeah.
And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Yeah, so I guess I got more business
Sun
out there.
and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I mean, among other things.
I want to help. I can fight.
Yeah, you cannot help.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot.
And I've refused the help of more
Once
able
you're out of
soldiers than
that
you.
cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
It's true. Good job.
The mountain savior.
I'll try. I'm pretty good at shooting people in the face. All right. All right. So we freed the Conover guy, and I got more skill points. Cool. Why don't we just spend those, and then we'll call it good for today, yeah? We'll talk to Aaron next time. He seems busy anyway. All right. Skills. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What are we going to do? I seem to be very evenly spaced between Hunter, Warrior, and Infiltrator right now. Is there anything here that I need? The low health things, right? But I don't like low health things, see? I don't like them. Smoke bombs. I can carry more of them, but how do I get more smoke bombs? I was wondering how to get more just in general, and this is it. You have to do it as a skill point. Crazy. Quiet Spear. Let's go with Quiet Spear, because I like to assassinate dudes and ideally not get noticed by other dudes in the area. Stealth ranged. Deal more damage impact while in stealth. I already got one of those, but more is good. Stealth tear plus is also very good. Silent strike gain. Recover weapon stamina. Yeah, more valor for silent strike. Okay. And that's exactly the same? Okay. I'm not real fussed about that, but I suppose we could get it. Braced shot. Fires a powerful shot from a kneeling position that explodes on impact. Why is that in the stealth tree? What does that have to do with anything? Okay. Cool. It's kind of nice, but not exactly what I was expecting. Stamina regen. Ammo expert. Craft more ammunition for the same amount of resources. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay. I still have never used my weapon techniques, but that's okay, I guess. Aerial / jump off. Neat. So you jump off their chest and then shoot them in the face. That's kind of neat. Kind of neat indeed. Well, I'm just going to stay on stealth for right now, though. Turns out we're going to take this. And we're going to take this. Because I like stealthing more than I like most things. So we'll just keep at it. So we shall. All right, great. So we did that. I think that's all the subquests I had around here. So I think the next thing to do is just go talk to Aaron. And we will absolutely do that next time. So thank you for watching. I already told you what we're doing next time, so we'll just do that next time, yeah? Cool, 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 cool. All right. I will see you then. What? Please stop shouting at me. It's very distracting.